Hey there, it's Ryan Geddes from the IGN Xbox 360 team. I'm just scanning Viva Piñata cards into my Xbox Live Vision camera because I'm lazy and I would rather get piñatas this way than work for them. While I'm waiting for this to upload, let's do a quick video review of the new Viva Piñata game, Trouble in Paradise. In the first Viva Piñata, released in 2006, Microsoft development studio Rare introduced gamers to some wild ideas about animal husbandry. What if piñatas were living, breathing creatures with likes, dislikes, and peculiarities all their own? And what if they enjoyed smashing one another and eating the candy inside? It was an image both delightful and disturbing, and it was instantly likable. The first Viva Piñata was successful because behind its collection of cutesy animals and colorful scenery was a challenging game with a surprising amount of depth. The next installment follows that recipe to the letter and adds a few more ingredients to keep things interesting. If you were hoping Viva Piñata Trouble in Paradise would be a complete overhaul of the Viva Piñata idea, you're bound to be disappointed. Although there are new additions, most of what you'll see here will be instantly familiar if you've played the game. And that's not necessarily a negative, depending on your perspective. The Viva Piñata premise is simple. You're an amateur gardener whose task is to turn your piece of ground into a giant piñata magnet. Master all the nuances of the various species' likes and dislikes, and you'll soon have a garden full of them. As you plant things, decorate your garden, and raise piñatas, you'll level up and increase both the size of your surface area and the amount of bells and whistles you have access to. That's all pretty standard stuff from the first game, and it all returns for the sequel. But with new piñatas to attract, new areas to explore, and more streamlined controls, there's more to like in Trouble in Paradise. The most dramatic additions are the two new environments inhabited by all new piñatas. No video game universe would be complete without a desert world and an ice world, right? You can visit these two areas by clicking on signposts at the edges of your main garden, and once there, you'll see various critters wandering around ready to be trapped. Choose a trap, buy some bait, and watch the poor piñatas wander haplessly over to investigate. Soon you'll have a creature of your very own from the desert, or the Piñarctic to transplant to your main garden, where you'll have to nurture it to get it to stay. Sound kinda creepy? Well, it is. In fact, many aspects of Trouble in Paradise are mildly unsettling. Trapping an unsuspecting flapyak and ripping it away from its native Piñarctic as a trophy for my ostentatious garden felt a bit wrong. And even though I have no compunction about shooting fake people in the head in games like Call of Duty 4, there was something surprisingly unnerving about seeing a Pretz tail eat my favorite bunnycomb. I had named him, sent him to a party, rejoiced at his return, bought him a scarf as an accessory, fed him carrots, and watched his children grow. And then he was gone, reduced to a pile of candy, which was quickly scarfed down by a hungry predator. Poor Flopsy. You'll be sorely missed. Circle of life, I guess. The fact that I cared about Flopsy's fate at all is a testament to the fantastic character designs and animations in Viva Piñata Trouble in Paradise. Each piñata species has its own personality, and the cinematic moments when a new animal arrives at your garden are truly special. Creating adorable characters is Rare's strength, and the studio has outdone itself this go-round. They even managed to make vultures cute, which can't be easy to do. Cuteness was meant to be shared, and Rare has embraced that notion for its second full Viva game. This time around, you can join with up to 4 players over Xbox Live for a cooperative gardening experience. Invite a couple friends into your garden, set permissions for what they can do, and then share the workload as you see fit. The game also supports 2-player local co-op, which is a good addition for parents who want to pop in and help their young gardener. Trouble in Paradise is actually a challenging game if you choose to make it so, but if you just want to toy around in the garden without the stress of managing an environment that's under constant threat from evil outsiders, you can do that too. In Just for Fun mode, you're blessed with infinite chocolate coins to spend as you please, and a garden free from the sour piñatas and ruffians that infiltrate regular gardens. Co-op play, Just for Fun mode, 32 new species of animals, the 2 new areas, and improved controls are all great additions to the Viva Piñata experience, but they aren't revolutionary changes. My overall experience with Trouble in Paradise was nearly identical to that of the first game, but with a few welcome additional bells and whistles. Overall, Viva Piñata Trouble in Paradise is a satisfying experience and should appeal to gardeners of all ages. And although Rare is not presenting anything remarkably new, it has added nearly everything many gamers found missing from the previous game, thus creating the definitive Viva Piñata experience. If you've never played the original and been sitting on the white picket fence, this is definitely the version to buy. If you already own the original, then whether or not to buy the sequel depends on what you found missing from the original. If you've been dying to play online with friends or on the couch with your kid, then the multiplayer modes in Trouble in Paradise will be reason enough for a purchase. Otherwise, it's really just more of the same, much of which could have been handled through an expansion rather than an entirely new game. So that's a quick look at Viva Piñata Trouble in Paradise. For a full review, head over to IGN.com.